think that's all we need for now. Ow! Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I just scratched myself. Whew. That's my skin. My skin came off. Good morning, folks. So, I just came out of the hardware store over here at Lowe's. Picked up some sheets of acrylic that we can overlay on top of the script. These are supposedly dry erase friendly. I got a small one that could probably cover the width of the sheet or some part of it. Say we wanted to zero in on a specific aspect of the instruction. And then I got a full sheet here. It's probably bigger than we need. They didn't have anything between these two sizes, so this is what we're going to work with. All right, note to self, be careful about these sharp edges when you're sitting down. That is not safe. Ooh. All right, well, that's going to leave a scab. But let's put this to the side here. And all right, so I got some regular markers as well as some ultra fine. So I started with just a fine because I know the other ones that we were using were super thick. So let's go ahead and open this up. And let's see how these colors look if we're talking about writing over. Oh, this is actually paper I was about to write on the I was about to write on the actual paper. All right, so if we're doing here, let's say somebody wants to trace, and they were to do this, how would that look? Overall, it's all right. Not a fan of tracing personally, but at the same time, if one wanted to highlight, let's say not using black, let's say we're to use pink, right? Look at that. Ooh, give people E or capital E, right? If we were to go with a different color, red, and do the same thing. Let's go 2 count here, and then we do 2 count here, and whatever. Where are we going? We're going. We got 2 count here, and that. So this way you can write on the mushaf. Now I think the thickness of this, the fine point, is actually not bad. And if I wanted to go ahead and use my finger to go ahead and erase, I could, and it doesn't leave much in the way of smudging. Now, if I wanted to use, say, pink on the black side, it's not very visible. So this is where the neon markers that we're using on the board actually, or the green one actually comes out pretty nicely against the black. How does it come out? No, it doesn't really come out really good against the white. So just a note to self, how about the blue? Look, just dropped my brown marker. Reach in. And blue actually does not come out well. But if we were to do it as, let's see. Hey, wa salam. Yeah, blue actually comes out really good against the white. So I think the only color here that's coming out pretty good. Sufyan's in the house. Wa salam. And I got new fine tip markers. And I tightened the top as well with the, so hopefully it doesn't fall down. It's actually really tight and double taped. So it might actually be a problem getting it down. Which shouldn't be too big a problem. So we got it. Orange and green actually look really good against the black. Probably not gonna, not gonna look too good against the white. So I think these are go-to. Well, then you have a dark green too, right? Dark green, obviously not, but looks great here. So that's a good point of reference if we're using this. Do me a favor, give me a green microfiber. Now, then we also have here the ultrafine points. Now, these are all relatively darker colors compared to these guys here. So if we start off with the black, and here you go. You might need to go pick up Mikhail, because I don't know if he was able to resolve his car. What? Oh, what did he say? Oh, okay, cool. Fantastic. Is his brother joining us? Okay. And oh yeah, because he's checking out today, right? So yeah. So let's start with the black. Let's see how that black looks here. So if we do 2, okay. Yeah, look at that. I think the ultrafine is, it says wet erase as opposed to a dry erase. What's the difference between wet erase and dry erase? I don't know. So create bold mark is perfect for planning, labeling, organizing. Permanent as long as you need it to be. Oh. Water activated erasing. Okay, so that's what that means. So if I were to go ahead, if I were to go ahead and erase, well, it still erases. Hey, get me a wet wipe, or just yeah, just one. Okay, so that's good to know. I guess it would be more along the lines of the glass board approach. So, yeah. So if I were to keep a wet wipe here, actually, let me go ahead and erase that double A. And yep, it comes off just fine with the wet erase. So that is an important distinction to know. But if we're writing, say, alif, lam, kaf, la, boom, right? And we put in all our e's and dots and sukoons. And then we lift that up. And it's very, I didn't do a very good job. I'm not a very good tracer. Let's say we write it a different color, right? So let's say, because we have Allah. Actually, the red is not coming out very good here. And it doesn't come out very good there. But if I were to put the red on top, say, yeah, the red, I think by itself against the white tends to come out decent. Then we got, what else? We got the blue. We're saying ooh. And then we say e. Ah. Right? Or, so the blue really comes out strong. But if we were to trace, you know what it is because I'm writing over a dark color or a similar color, it doesn't necessarily look very good. But now, if we're to erase it, wet wipe, boom, 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 and all the colors, and then dry that out with the microfiber, I think we're in a good spot. So that's good to know. And now, if we were to bring over the small sheet, that actually has a bit of a tint to it in terms of difference in luminosity. And so let's say we take the purple one and we say right? We say oo, and then we say e. That works out. But I think the black one is, if we were to point something out and I don't know, circle something or underline something, right? I think the black actually looks pretty decent. And then, did we try the green yet? I don't think so. Hello. Or un. So if we are looking at a particular letter, if you wanted to highlight and say ow, ow, owa, owa. Yeah, I think I really like this. I really like this method of using the acrylic on top of the text. And then when you're done, take a wet wipe, boom, very quickly, easily, wipe away, dry it out, and we're done. Sophia, what do you think? Honestly, I think this is not even for instruction, but anybody who is learning to recite, and people tend to have an apprehension to writing on the mushaf, I think just getting yourself an acrylic thing, this is like what, $10, $20 at like a hardware store, Just ask for acrylic sheet. You can get like, and just put it on top. And yes, most people don't have a massive mushaf like this one here. Most people's mushaf would probably be akin to something like this. And all you got to do is write, let me just open to a page where it's easier to hold down, right? And the same idea, I think. Let me get a black one, black marker. Come on. Butterfingers. Right? And and you want to write. Although I think when you're dealing with smaller text, you definitely want the ultra fine. Right? So and I think this is also a great way for them to learn their sabak, where they write what they're needing to learn how to recite, right? Right over the acrylic, right? So they do wama gana. My handwriting is terrible, dude. Especially when I'm tracing. On the if I were to do it, say, over an iPad, right? Let me close this one. Oh, that would be another thing that could work out really well. Is if one were to open up on the iPad. Hey, how do you turn this on? The button on the top right? Okay. I missed the home button. Okay, so if we go to the browser, where's the browser? Safari, right? And then we go to, say, Quran.com, go. And then we open up Al-Fatiha, right? We go to reading mode. And actually, let me, beginning of surah, sure. Next, no, how do I, oh, this is just one page, duh. Next surah, go. I need to change the text. Let's see here, go to text, bring that down to style version 2. There we go. I like this much better. And let's say we wanted to, actually, let's go back to Surah Fatiha. And how do we do that? Okay, drop down, go to Fatiha. Great. Close that out. Right. And then I wanted to bring this right on top. And let's say I clean this out to start over. And then we bring in the bright colors. Let's see. It was, I think, the blue, orange, and green. And pink, maybe? So let's try these bright colors. So if I were to do this, 1, yeah, that looks good. 2, nope, the pink does not work. So toss the pink. You got the orange. Orange kind of works. And, well, blue is totally not working. Forget that. So I guess it's the orange and green. Those are the only ones that actually are worth mentioning on this. And so, well, I keep dropping my markers. Oh my goodness, butterfingers. But yeah, if we wanted to do this thing now, the thing is the touch thing is not going to work. So if I wanted to bring it forward like that and say, hey, go ahead, write. And then go ahead and put in your lines. I think this is where the real advantage kind of comes in. And so, yeah, I think, Sophia, I think this is where it's at.
Yeah, I prefer the iPad one. I don't like I mean, it's cool, but I think it's not very.
No, but what I'm saying is with relation to if we wanted to write something, right? Because if we're trying to show something that's on the mushaf, right? But we want to mark it up or something, we could just open it up, right?
But instead of using that, you can just do it on the iPad itself.
No, that's the point. You're saying you screenshot it, right? So I'm saying avoid the whole screenshot altogether because you're staying on the page, right? Hey guys, let's just take a look at this, right? You see here? That's yeah, that's e, right? That's oo, right? There's that level of dynamicness, and this allows us to get. Thank you. This allows us to get bigger than this text would allow. I think I am all in favor, personally, of discontinuing the massive mushaf for the purposes of like pointing things out, right? Whereas if it comes to recitation, I think we can stick to the mushaf. Now, at the same time, if we wanted a wide field of view, what's going on? Auto rotate. Oh, there you go. What happened? What'd you do? You locked my what? Oh, you just have to press harder? Okay. So anyway, so let's erase this, right? And then we put this back here. And now if you want to say, look, this is a 2 count, suddenly, or this is a 1 count, 1 count, 1 count. Yo, that's still a 1 count, right? Yeah, 1 count. Where's any more? There we go. That's a 2 count, right? So if we want to point things out, I think this is the way to do it, because that way, and now, great, let's move on to the next verse. Boom, right? Or we could zoom in, boom, bring that in, and then go ahead and start instructing. And I think there's also that feeling, that tactile feeling that comes with writing on the thing. Although with the paper, now you're saying to do the screenshot, right? So how do you do the screenshot? Let's say I want to screenshot this as it is. You're like, I don't know how to do the Apple thing. I just know how to unlock the rotating factor. What?
There's a home button.
No, exactly. See, I'm not the only one complaining about no home button on the iPad.
Okay, oh, there you are.
What?
I forgot about this. So you hold the top one.
Yeah.
And this one. There you go.
Got it.
And basically, zoom in, zoom
okay. So if we were to do the same thing, so we do the screenshot, but it's losing its sharpness. You see what I'm saying? It's not as it's not the fidelity isn't there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it could work if we really
I say this one because with this one you still have the disadvantage of it touching the iPad.
What?
Like, as in, it might move the screen and stuff.
Well, if you're using the pencil, or I got.
No, when you're using this.
Oh, if I'm using that, like, no, but with the glass, with the thing covering it, right? But there's also this factor. And boom. Oh my God. So if we say we use this, right? Press and hold. Let's go slightly thick. Let's go green. Go, oh, way too thick. Undo that. Hold that. Let's go slightly thinner. E, and then oops. So how do I exit? How do I stop this? No, I'm saying we gotta. Yeah, sure. Let's do done. Okay. Okay. Now if we finish that, then we come back here. Where's the one with the thumb up? No. See, this is the problem I'm running with, right? It's like, whereas when you got that, if you make any mistakes, you can erase just like, right? And then continue going. Whereas with this, I feel like you got to be a little bit more precise. So if we go here, try the same thing again. Let's use a different color. So do U, E, right? And then if we were pointing out, say, the counts, so any baby alifs here. Where's the baby alifs? There we go. So let's go blue, right? So this is a 1 count, this is a 2 count, that's a 1 count, 1 count, mean, that's a 2 count, right? And then we do a red.
You for the gloss or the screenshot?
You know what it is? I think it's a matter of getting used to it, right? So if I accidentally press with one button, I gotta go. Never mind that, right? Then I gotta go back to 2, go back here. So it could work.
Then you can actually, then you don't have to keep it. Then move on.
Yeah, I guess this is a bit faster and more intuitive, but it requires that you take a screenshot. You know what I'm saying?
Save. You can just delete it.
No, I know, I get that, but like, say if I'm done, right? Delete screenshot, great. And say I want to move on to the next surah, right? And I come over here, and if I want to zoom into, say, this, right? And you're saying do this, top or bottom? Okay, and then you open that up, and then from here we do the same thing, right? Hey guys, so if we're talking about number of counts, that's a 1 count, that's a 1 count, that is a moon 2 count, and then this is a stop. There we go, right? And then if we wanted to add the phonetic symbols, ooh, right? You want to try this? Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I have to use that. Oh, you put that.
You're like, I don't want to put this on my face. Yeah.
All right.
You want the glove?
I don't need it. I don't think I need it.
Oh, okay. So I'm just looking like a dork for no reason.
I don't think it was the gloves. Cool. It's actually so sick.
I feel like the paper texture
Helps.
yeah.
Helps a lot. Let's go back. How do you erase? There you go.
And then the back button. Or you could use the eraser too.
Yeah.
Right. Or you go forward and you can go forward and back in time.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to just go ahead and erase, try the eraser. See how that works for you. You can change the size of it. There you go. What's with the dotted lines though?
Oh, that.
Oh, okay, never mind.
There's no lighting.
What do we got here? And I'm on my, okay, Mikael's on his way.
Oh.
What do you, so I think part of it is also giving the commentary while you're doing it, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you can do that.
All right, I'll give some commentary right here. So yeah, you're doing the E or the double. You got the 2 count ooh, and then you got the 1 count, 2 count. I think it's also getting clear as an instructor, whatever it is that you're showcasing, for you to showcase it with a distinct color, right? So if you're showcasing like the e's and oohs, right? If you're showcasing playing each move, then you pick a color for that. If you're showcasing the count, pick a color for that. If your battery died, so we're just using the phone now. So yeah, I was saying using different colors.
Yeah, so you got green for
Yeah.
red for ooh.
No, like even, or yeah, or that too. That could if you're sticking to that particular lesson, right? E and ooh. You made the E blue. You need to make the. Well, actually, ag's green, right? Ooh should be blue just because of the phonetic use of the colors. And E should be, actually E should be green, ooh should be blue, and A should be red maybe?
Ooh.
Or A should be, we can't do black. Can you do white?
Yeah.
So pull up, oh, you can do any slew of colors. So what are colors that have A in it? Red, yellow, orange, green, blue, purple. I think black, but let's go. But we don't want to go white because that's the text color. So whatever. Orange. Orange.
Oh, orange.
Yeah, you got an orange. There you go. So you got orange as a, ooh as a blue, E as a green. There you go. Nice. Oh, you can just go ahead and add that color. There you go. Yeah, that's looking dope.
You said to do
So E as green.
E.
you make that little case. Like, you need some consistency here, brother.
Yeah. Let's change that.
Eraser, yeah. But I think the speed of you going back and forth, I think, is much faster than the what's it called? The plastic. So I guess each of these have a place at some point. So if you want to showcase on the Mus'haf, the acrylic is great. If you want to showcase on the iPad, I think the screenshot is the way to go. And it looks great, regardless of which way we go. It looks clean.
It looks very clean.